Hello everyone, my name is Aastha. I welcome you all to our classes for International English Olympiad for class 5th. Today is our 4th class wherein we will be doing the topic of antonyms. It is a pretty easy topic. We will be taking up various examples so that you understand it better as well. And then we will also be doing the sample questions so that you understand the pattern on the basis of which the questions may be asked. So let's get started.
So the first question that comes is, what exactly are antonyms? You see, अगर synonyms का meaning आप याद करो, तो synonyms क्या थे? You should try to remember and write that down कि synonyms क्या थे? Now synonyms were the words which had similar meanings. जैसे happy and joyful. Right? जैसे sad and depressed. Words with similar meanings. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पे you see negative and positive. Either you see happy and sad. You see above and below. Now here if you can notice, here the situation is that all these words are opposite to each other. These words mean exactly the opposite. So the words which mean opposite to each other, they are called antonyms. Synonyms थे the words which are similar to each other, which mean the same. And antonyms are the words which mean opposite to each other. Right? Now we will do examples. हम examples करेंगे तो आपको ज़्यादा अच्छे से टॉपिक समझ आएगा, आपको उसकी प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीकेशन समझ आएगी और क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व तभी होंगे जब आप एग्जाम्पल्स अच्छे से समझ पाएं और फिर क्वेश्चंस में इन्हें यूज कर पाएं. ओके Okay, so here you can see a few examples. Combine is the antonym of separate. Clockwise, opposite is anti-clockwise. Correct, the antonym is incorrect. Conceal, which means to hide something. Reveal means unveil it, show it. Right, come and go. Common and rare. Comfort and discomfort. Courage and cowardice. Cruel and kind. Courteous could be the opposite of discourteous or rude. Alright, these are a few antonyms. They are the opposites of each other, which means what combine means is the opposite of what separate means, and so on and so forth. Here we have a few more examples for you. Happy and sad, which we did. Hard and soft. Heavy and light. High and low. In and out. Last and first. Laugh and cry. Hasna, rona. Pehla, आखरी. Andar, bahar. Upar, niche. Getting it? Learn and teach. Less and more. Kam, ज़्यादा. Lie and truth. Remember I told you on the previous slide? False and true हो जाएगा lie and truth. Long and short. लंबा and छोटा. Loose and tight. Lost, found. Love, hate. North, south. on and off, over and under, play and work, polite and rude, poor and rich, present and absent. When your teacher takes your attendance, you either say present ma'am when you're in the class, or you say, for somebody who's not there, you say absent ma'am. Right? Top and bottom, quick and slow. आप देख रहे हैं इन सब में similarities क्या हैं? Similarities are that both of them, they mean the opposite. So let's move on. A few more examples, we will go over them quickly. Raise and lower. Raise मतलब किसी चीज को ऊंचा करना, lower मतलब नीचा करना. Right? Increase and decrease. Right and wrong. Rise and sink. Rough and smooth. Same and different. Sell and buy. Short and long. Sour and sweet. Start and stop. Stay and leave. Stop and go. Strong and weak. Teacher and student. Tidy and messy. True and false. Ugly and beautiful. Up and down. White and black. Wild and tame. Wild and tame, if you don't know the meaning, tame करना किसी को control कर लेना जैसे होता है. Wild, when something or somebody is not in your control, they are running wild. Like wild animals जो होते हैं, they are the ones जो control के बाहर हो जाते हैं. Tame are the ones जो अपने control कर लिया है. They're going as per your instructions. Win and lose. Well and sick. How are you feeling? I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling well. But if you are unwell, you say I'm feeling sick. Wet and dry. Young and old. All right. Here are a few examples, few more examples. Like virtue is the opposite of wise. Visible, the opposite of invisible. Voluntary, the opposite of compulsory. Vowel, the opposite of consonant. Wax is the antonym of vain. Wisdom is the antonym of folly. Within, opposite of without. Alright, so you've seen so many examples of antonyms. Now let's move on. Now we will be doing the quiz. Alright, so for the quiz, what we will be doing is, now every question you will be given 1 minute. 1 minute means 60 seconds. Why am I giving you 1 minute? Because you see, your question paper of IEO, it has about 50 questions, and so you can imagine that you get more or less a minute to answer the questions. Now this 1 minute is the maximum that you should be taking for answering the question. Now suppose there could be two, three categories of students. First category is, suppose you answer the question within that 1 minute. So I would request you to fast forward the video and skip right to the answer. You should not be wasting your time. Alright. Now the other students who are not able to answer the question in 1 minute, what you do, you don't skip to the answer. You pause the video and you write down your answer. Alright, it is very important to answer each and every question because there is no negative marking. Here you see, for every incorrect answer, no points, because there is no negative marking in IEO, so it is important that you attempt all the questions. Now for a question of which you are not sure about the answer, now even here and even in the exam, if you are not sure about the answer, and you maybe think that B option might be correct or C option might be correct. So you should, in that case, play your luck and play your mind and make a guess and still give an answer, because it is a win-win situation. Either you will get the marks for that question or you will get a 0, right? But if you don't attempt that question at all, then you are anyway getting a 0 in that, right? So it is good to attempt those questions, and even if you don't know all the answers, try to understand and take a guess. Okay, so this is for every correct answer 10 points. This is just for your own little game where you can try to maintain a notepad. So here you write the name of the chapter and then the question, and then if it is correct you can give yourself 10 points. If it is not correct, you mark it here. So it is important to see these questions, the ones which you mark incorrect. It is important to go back to them later and then see where you did the mistake. Alright, this is just for your reference. For every correct answer you can give yourself 10 points. Alright, now let's start. Alright, so in these questions what you have to do is, as they say, choose the correct antonym of the given word. We are given a word and then we have to choose the antonym from the given options. Alright, let's start. The word is assemble, and the options are A, group, B, disperse, C, huddle, D, rally. Now here the correct answer is the synonym. The antonym, which means the opposite word, is disperse. Assemble means to gather at some place, alright, and disperse means to go away from that place. Whenever a group is being collected and then you tell them to go back to their homes or to their rooms or whatever, then that is called dispersal. For example, you would be having your morning assembly in school, then when the assembly ends and the national anthem is done or whatever happens at the end of your assembly, then the process of all of you going back to your classes is referred to as dispersal. That is your process of dispersing. Okay, now here group means a bunch of people, grouping, or we can use it as a verb and say that people starting to assemble together. Similarly, it could be a synonym. Then huddle again, coming together and crowding together. This could also be called a synonym. Rally could also be called a group of people coming together, walking for some purpose. So all these are synonyms of assembly. What are synonyms? Synonyms are the words which mean the same, on the similar lines. So group, huddle, rally, assemble, these are the synonyms, and disperse is the antonym. Alright. Alright, so here the next word is believe, and the words options are A view, B doubt, C notion, D idea. Here the correct antonym, the opposite word is doubt. Now believe refers to something that you believe in, that you have faith in. Alright, and doubt is something that you don't trust or you are not sure about it. That is doubt. So this becomes the antonym. Alright, the other ones, view, notion, idea, these could be called synonyms of belief. Because these are also on the similar lines. Okay, doubt is however different, which means something that you are not sure of. But your view and your notion and your idea, these could be the things that you believe in, that you trust in. Alright. Alright, the next word is blunder. Here the options are A goof, B lapse, C perfection, or D error. Now here again the antonym is C perfection. Now blunder, the word given to us, means some sort of mess up or some sort of problem, some sort of mistake that has happened. Okay, suppose you're given some important work to be done by your elder, by your teacher, or by your parents, and you make a mistake which spoils that whole activity or that whole project, then that can be referred to as a blunder. Alright, that mistake could be referred to as a blunder. So here the opposite is perfection, which means doing something absolute with absolute perfection, which means no flaws and doing everything correctly and properly. Alright, other words, a goof, it could be a synonym. Lapse again could be called a synonym, usually refers to an end of something. Error again, a mistake, synonym. Alright. Okay, so here the word is haunt, and the options are A sight, B hound, C comfort, D worry. Now here the answer is C comfort. Okay. Haunt means something that haunts you in the sense something that scares you, something that you are scared of. Okay, whereas comfort means, comfort is the antonym, which means something that you're comfortable in, something that eases you and that looks pleasant to you. All right, so here the other words, site. Now site could be meaning some sort of a place, for example construction site, the place where the construction is being done. All right, the other word, hound. Hound is usually referred, this is usually a dog breed, the ones which go for search operations, the one who smell and search for things, dogs, that is usually referred to as hounds. Okay, and worry, we know what that means, a sense of discomfort where you have tensions about something. All right, so here the correct answer is C, comfort. Alright, so here the next word is constant. The options are A, fickle, B, firm, C, regular, D, stable. Here the antonym is A, fickle. Now constant means something that is in a permanent state. Alright, and its opposite could be fickle, something that is weak and not stable and in temporary nature. Okay, so this is the antonym. The other ones, firm is the synonym again. Regular can also be called a synonym in some sense. Stable is also a synonym. All right. Next word is denial. Options are A, refusal, B, rejection, C, approval, D, dismissal. Now here the correct answer, which means the correct antonym, is C, approval. Denial means saying no to something, okay, refusing for something. Approval means saying yes to something. So this is the correct antonym. So the other words, refusal is a synonym again. Rejection, synonym of what? Synonym of denial. Okay. Dismissal, again a synonym. Rejection, refusal, dismissal, all mean the same thing, means saying no. Okay. next word we have is enchant. Enchant, the options are A, disgust, B, charm, C, gratify, and D, entice. Now here the correct answer is, the correct antonym is A, disgust. Okay. Enchant means to mesmerize, to something that looks very good. So you say that it has enchanted me. Something looks very amazing and you are pleased by it, you like it, so you say it has enchanted me. And disgust is the exact opposite, which means something that looks gross. Remember we read about the word gross, something that looks gross, you don't like it, and you could say it as disgusts me. Okay, it's a very strong word. And the other ones, these could be synonyms of enchant: charm, gratify, entice. These could be said as synonyms of enchant. All right. Here we have another word, fatigue. Fatigue, the options are for the antonym: A, tired, B, energy, C, weak, D, sleepy. Here the correct antonym is energy. This one is pretty easy. Fatigue, we know, means tiredness. Okay, and energy here means the exact opposite, being energized and having strength. That is the antonym. The other ones could easily be called the synonyms: tired and weak and sleepy, feeling lazy, all of that. Okay, so suppose instead of saying I am tired, you can say I feel fatigued. Now these are these new words you can add to your vocabulary, and they are going to improve your skills and your knowledge of these words a lot. If you start using them, it will help you a lot. All right, let's move on. Next word is gallop. The other word options are A, trot, B, eat, C, slow, or D, hurry. Now here the opposite is C, slow. Now gallop, to be exact, gallop refers to this process of eating where you quickly We can say where you quickly swallow things. Okay, it could be that. And another meaning of gallop is usually referred to going at a very fast speed. Okay, so the main idea is going at a very fast speed. Okay, we can refer to it in eating or some sort of speed and anything. So fast, and the exact opposite is, we can say, slow. All right. Now for the other words, we have here trot. Now this trot could also be called a synonym. This also means, you know, going at a fast pace. Usually referred to some animals who trot. Okay. Eat, you know what eat means in hurry, could also be a synonym. Okay. For gallop. Okay, so here the next word is fugitive. Fugitive, the options are A, brief, B, short, C, wanted, D, permanent. Now here the correct answer is D, permanent. Now permanent we mean something that is constant and in a permanent state. Whereas fugitive could be as an adjective, fugitive could mean that something that keeps on moving, or something that disappears. Alright, and fugitive as a noun, it is also used for people who have escaped from somewhere. For example, you see in movies that somebody escapes from capture, escapes from a prison. Those people could be called as fugitives. Okay. The other was brief means something very small and crisp, short and wanted. Right? Fugitive can be a synonym of wanted. Because I told you the criminal who has escaped, so wanted could be a synonym. All right. Okay, so the next word is hurl. The options are fling, hold, throw, or cast. And here the correct answer is B, hold. Hurl usually refers to throwing something. We can call it an act of throwing. Okay, so this could be the synonym of fling and throwing as well, and this could be synonym of cast also. Cast is also many times used for throwing something, or like cast this light, casting that light, so that's also referred to as throwing a light. Okay, these could be synonyms of each other, and hold is the antonym. Okay, so the next word is lure. Lure, the options are A. Deter, B. Bait, C. Pull, D. Trick. Here, the correct answer is A. Deter. Now, lure means pleasing someone, kind of bribing someone into bait, tricking somebody into something. That is lure. And the other word which we have here, what is it? It's deter. Now, deter could be, discouraging something from doing someone by making them scared or influencing them not to do something. That is deterring, deterrence. Could be a noun, could be deterrence, and this is the verb. Adjective could be deterring. All right. Here, the other words, bait could be a synonym again. Pull also could be a synonym because we are pulling them in the sense that you are encouraging them to do something, while deter is discouraging them. This is the antonym. So pull, encouraging could be synonym. Trick again, through false ideas or games, it could be tricking. All right. Okay, so the next word is perish. The options are A. Die, B. Rot, C. Survive, D. Fall. Here, the antonym is survive. This one is pretty easy. Perish means the death of something, the end of something. Okay, and survive means when someone lives. So this is the antonym. The other ones, A. Die could be a synonym. Rot again, something that has gone bad. Fall could be in a synonymous sense. In some sense, it could be used as a synonym. Okay, pretty easy. Now we have the word resolve. The options are A, hesitation, B, will, C, courage, D, purpose. Now here the antonym is A, hesitation. A, resolve, it means the promise to do something, that making a resolution. While you make New Year resolutions, uska verb is resolve only. So making a promise. While hesitation is the antonym, जब हिचकिचाहट होती है, you are not resilient in your stand and you are doubtful, that is hesitation. The other words again, will could be a synonym, courage can also be a synonym in some sense, and purpose as well. All right. Next word we have is serene. The options are A, smooth, B, tranquil, C, sedate, D, turbulent. Here the correct antonym is turbulent. Now serene refers to something that is calm, okay, very peaceful. And on the opposite hand, turbulent matlab something that is maybe shaking a lot and it has a lot of disturbance. Jesse, when there is about to be a cyclone is about to come or some disaster is about to happen, so we say the waves are turbulent, the sea is turbulent, that way. Okay, that's how turbulent is used as an antonym. Other words, smooth can be a synonym, tranquil means peace, it could be a synonym. Sedate could also be a synonym. How? Sedate refers to the process of giving someone some sort of a liquid or something to that जिससे वो बेहोश हो जाए. All right, they lose track of their senses. That is sedate. And after that, that person becomes peaceful, right? They sleep. They go to sleep. So that is sedating. This serene could also be used as a synonym of sedate. All right. Okay, so here we have these HOTS questions. These are the achiever section questions, the ones which carry 3 marks each in your final paper. They're very important. Let's see the words here. Ferocious. The options are A, brutal, B, grim, C, merciful, D, ruthless. Now here the correct antonym is B, C, merciful. Now this ferocious means something that's very angry. Something that's very angry, who's very angry. This is an adjective. Merciful, someone who's peaceful, forgiving. This is an antonym. And the other one's brutal, same meaning, grim and ruthless. These could be synonyms of each other. All right. Now here, next word is implore. The options here are A. Plead, B. Urge, D. Entreat, C. Entreat or D. Refuse. Here the correct answer is D. Refuse. Okay, implore usually means, it usually refers to requesting someone to do something. Okay. And refuse, saying no to something, so this becomes an antonym. The other ones, plead, it could also, plead also means requesting someone to do something, so this becomes a synonym. Then urge, also encouraging someone to do something. Entreat as well, asking someone very earnestly in a specific manner, this could be a synonym as well. Alright, so in most of the questions,
That's all for our class on antonyms. I hope you have understood what antonyms really are. And if you have made any mistakes in the questions that we discussed, make sure you rectify them so that you don't repeat those mistakes. Keep revising and keep learning. I will see you the next time. Thank you.